I'm Gideon Akonde, and get excited for today's high-intensity interval training workout. We exercise each exercise 4 times through before moving on to the next. I'll explain more later, but first, let's get warmed up. Take that right arm, big circles forward, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take your time here, finding that full range of motion. Prepare the body for battle. With that same arm, again, find that full range, keeping your bicep near your ear, going straight back and straight forward with the arm. And relax. Same thing on the opposite side. Start to notice if one side has more range than the other. Just make mental note and act accordingly. Backwards with that same arm, still finding that breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And relax. With those feet shoulder width apart, we sit down into a squat, bring the knee across the body, trace a big circle with that knee, finding balance on that single leg, and sit down into that squat again. Think of inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Don't force the motion, find your rhythm, and establish that balance. One more here, and even it on out. And relax. Right arm goes up into the air, pull back on the elbow with the left, small stretch through the back side of the arm, triceps and shoulders specifically. Quick switch to the opposite side. Big lift of the arm, pulling back on the elbow. Allow that stretch to naturally happen. And relax. Option 1, toe taps on your jumping jacks. Option 2, add that full jump as I demonstrate your first exercise. Get moving. Now the first thing we have, 20 seconds of broad jumps into a vertical jump. We turn around and we complete the same action. Broad jump into vertical jump, working for 20 seconds. And relax on those jumping jacks. Athlete, 20 seconds with a brief rest. 4 times through is our work. Let's make it happen now. Let's go. Big jump. Find that vertical jump, turn around and send it in the opposite direction. If the jumping is not for you today, give me a big step forward into a squat, and then you can go into a squat and heel raise. So I'll demonstrate that. Without the jump, we step it forward, we squat, we lift the heels, and we turn it around. And rest. Just like that. Now we gotta knock that out 3 more times. The intensity level is always up to you. Find your rhythm, find your groove, and push yourself accordingly. Let's go. Big jump or step into a squat jump or heel raise. Find that pace. Use those arms. Punch them forward, landing softly. I just add a little bit of an additional twist in there. And you work where you can. Rest. How you feeling, champ? We're getting that heart rate up immediately, right from the get-go. You're good though. Slow it down when you need to, but then step on the throttle when you can. Round 3 of 4. Let's go. Big jump. Land soft now. Think of bending those knees, dropping those hips before you send yourself upward into that vertical jump. Try to get that breath to work with you. Big exhales whenever you send yourself in motion. Rest. All right. Last time through here. We'll give ourselves an extended break. If you feel a little bit out of breath, it's okay. Long recovery awaits you. 3, 2, 1, go get that. Big jump. Soft landing, then send yourself airborne. Remember, at any point in time, you can alternate between the variations I gave you. Feel free to step into it. And if you've been stepping into it, feel free to jump into it. For 3, for 2, for 1, and rest. We have successfully knocked out the first exercise in our 5 exercise workout. How you feeling right now? If the heart rate's high, if you're not sure what you hit play on, it's okay. Those are normal reactions to you putting in that work. Just keep both hands up, flex those muscles every now and again, and remind yourself you're a boss. Our next movement begins in 45 seconds, so enjoy your recovery, but watch me as I demonstrate what you have on deck. Same time scheme. 20 seconds of work, 4 times through. We'll start in a plank position with your feet wide. We'll lift the hips up into down dog, pushing the heels down to the ground. From here, we're gonna fire out to the bottom of a push-up position and then drive ourselves back up. Big lift, down dog, bottom of a push-up, and fire back up. Option to lift up those hips into down dog and reset to plank without adding that push as we work for 20 seconds. Athlete, come on down to the ground. Let's establish ourselves with good form and proper technique. Hands under the shoulders, Extend both legs out wide. We start in 3, 2, 1. Lift those hips up. Fire out to the bottom or to planks. Reset and go again. Big lift of the hips. Heels to the ground. And we fire out to the bottom. Lifts again. It's almost like you're a bird. And you spotted your prey down on the ground. And you are swooping in because it's lunchtime. And rest. Woo! I know I shouldn't be talking about food in the middle of a workout, but we all have those cravings every now and again, and they happen at the most inopportune times. So be it. Round 2, get ready, set, let's go, big lifts. Down to the bottom, pop it up, and reset again. If you've been giving me that full push, remember, if you get tired, do the shoulders, the chest, the triceps, just come back to a plank. Brief pause in that plank, and then back down to down dog. And if you need to, you can add that dive bomber right back in. Rest. Champion, get the sweat out of your eyes. And even if the sweat is in your eyes, you don't need to see much in order to do this properly. So let's get into it. Round 3 starts now. Big lifts. Down. Push them up. Now the thing is this too, even as you're doing whatever option or variation that is challenging you the most, you can always slow down your movement, maybe even hang out in down dog to decrease the intensity. And rest. Keep that in mind as you go into your final interval on this movement. We're good for it. You've been doing it 3 times successfully. What's one more amongst friends? Here we go. Big lift. Drop them low. Push them up. Last time to bring us home. If you feel like you want more of a challenge, you just move faster. If you need less, you take off the intensity by slowing it down. I need those hips high. Push it down. Drive them low for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Another successful venture by way of exercise. Get that sweat out of your face. Take the time to rehydrate. You got some time now. And if you are feeling it through the arms like I am, maybe some light stretching will do you good. Don't run away from it. Embrace the sensation. Know if you're feeling more chest or more shoulders or more triceps here. Really start to analyze where you may be strong, how that cardio is feeling in relation to that muscular fatigue. All of it just keeps you wiser and smarter in your approaches to your workout. That information is very valuable. Champion, we're coming down to the ground for our next movement. We have what I call a hollow body crunch. 2 movements here. The hollow body hold with your legs extended long and hovering above the ground. Your hands, head, and shoulders also extended long and hovering. Then we bring the elbows to the thighs and we reset back out, working for 20 seconds. Option 2 is to stay on the ground, fingertips behind the head, and you add small crunches, raising the head and shoulders up. Ready? Get set. Round 1 has begun. We extend the hands and legs long. We drive the elbows to the knees. Reset back out. We're pausing on the extremes. So when you're out, full extension, big reach. When you're in, push those elbows into the thighs. 20 seconds total, and rest. Woo! Now, emphasis on that core heavy. If moving the arms and the legs are too much, maybe consider just moving the legs, or maybe just moving the arms. Play around with your options. You ready? Let's go. Round 2. Extend out and extend in. Extend out and move whatever feels best. You can move one side of the body, you can move both sides of the body. You can go to that crunch option I gave you. So many options to choose from. And rest. Woo. Now the challenge here, and the most important part of that movement, is keeping your lower back into the ground. So think of tucking your hips underneath you, bracing through that core, and locking that midsection in place. It's your best bet. Round 3 starts now. Let's go. All the way out, all the way in. Try to lock out those elbows and lock out those knees when you're extended. Remember, if I were next to you right now and I tried to put my fingertips under your back, there should be no space for them to go anywhere. Lock that back down. Rest. A lot is what I'm feeling through the core. Hopefully you are too. We can do it one more time and we can do it together once more. So let's make it happen. Ready, set, and go. 20 seconds. Final time through this movement. It's high intensity, yes, but it's for a short duration, so we can. Find a way, stay focused, locked in, and remember, we're only here for a short time. Make it happen. 3, 2, one, and rest. Have you ever felt an elephant step on your stomach? Me either, but I can only imagine that that's what it may feel like. Enjoy your recovery. Wipe down that sweat, grab some water, do all the things you need to in preparation for our fourth exercise. Remember, we only got 5, and we're hitting these things hard. So as you move, think of moving with more intensity, especially as you become more familiar with the exercises. Next up, we have our caterpillar crawl. I love this one because it gets every joint in the body to move. I'm talking shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, ankles, the whole 9. It looks like this. We bend at the knees, bring the hands to the ground, crawl out to plank position. Make sure the hips are level, your body's in a straight line. From there, we add a small bend to the knees, crawl back with the hands, come up to that tall position. Now, if you need less, you hold plank a little bit longer. Option also is to stay into a squat, touching the fingertips to the ground and coming right back up if the crawl is not for you. You have 20 seconds. Are you ready, champ? Round 1 starts now. Big bend through the knees. Crawl out to that perfect plank. Big bend to the knees, crawl back to your stand position. Oh yeah. Full crawl, full extension, but know where you are at all times. Meaning the hands finish under the shoulders, the legs are fully straight when you lock out and rest. Now, you're starting to get the hang of the motion. If you feel good with the movement, what can you do to make it a touch more challenging? Maybe you speed it up. All up to you. Make magic happen. Let's go. Bend. Call out to plank. Breathe, pause. Bend to stand. Make sure that breath is active. As many breaths as you need. I like to call them sips of air. Take them now and fuel those muscles. Rest. There we go. 2 down. Hey, 2 to go. I know, we're really starting to fire things up a little bit, aren't we? Option to start down on the ground if you're hanging out down here with me. Get ready. Get set. Go get it. This motion is a down and up motion. How many times do you go down and up throughout the course of the day? When you get out of bed, when you get off of the ground, you're playing with your pet or your kids, when you get in and out of the chair or your car, rest. We're moving functionally, teaching our body to manage its weight in all of the ups and downs that we do throughout the course of the day. And also, we're preparing ourselves for life and all the ups and downs that happen accordingly. Let's get after it. Last 20 seconds, let's go. Whatever variation, option, or pace you need, you do it now. You know there's extended rest waiting for you on the other end of this. Let me get one more good crawl out, one more good crawl back, and 3, 2, 1, rest. And just like that, 4 movements down, 1 movement to go. Grab your water, grab your towel, check in with yourself. How you feeling right now? Can you find ways to focus on your breath, specifically to settle down that heart rate? If you can, now's a great time to do it. Because the next movement is about to take things higher. You got a couple of options with it. Option 1, give me 3 bounces. March one leg up, march the other leg up. 3 bounces on your toes, march one leg up, march the other leg up. Or you can go into 3 heel raises and then go into that single leg march. Your next option, for those who want more, give me 3 bounces into a tuck jump. Work it for 20 seconds with a brief rest in between 4 times through. Remember, don't be prideful here. Let your ego throttle itself down and feel free to alternate between those movements. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, here we go. 3 bounces, 1 lift, 1 lift. 3 bounces, 1 lift, 1 lift. Or you can go into that full tuck jump, bringing both knees into your chest, bouncing on those toes, returning back to that 3 bounce. 3, 2, 1, rest. How you feel? I know, that may have been a whole shock to your system, but remember, we got options. Heel raises into our march, a bounce into our march, or the full send. Round 2 starts now. Let's go. I'm going with my 3 heel raise option, and then my march 1, march 2. You pick the one that works for you. Remember, it's your workout. You do what you need. Bend those elbows, if you're giving me that march. And rest. So as you can see, the intensity varies, but the intensity will be whatever you make of it. Also keep in mind, it's only 20 seconds, but you'll go by fast. So make what you will of it. You ready? Let's go. Round 3. If you're gonna give me that bounce, stay light on the toes. Heels are off of the ground. Spring like a cheetah into action. And rest. Now, as you're doing all of that, your body oftentimes tries to seize up on itself. It stops the breathing, it tenses up the muscles. As we go into our last effort, think of breathing and staying as relaxed as you can. Flow with the movement. Let's go. Last 20 seconds of the workout. What you got? No wrong way to move right now. As long as you move, you're good. I got 7 seconds. There we go, champion. That's what I'm talking about. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Workout done. Incredible and amazing job done by you. Take these few moments to settle.